Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. But it's a B in English, we believe. Welcome to my channel. So please, guys, try to help me to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So the last lesson I did was Passaggio a livello, which is the train crossing. Passaggio a livello, which is the train crossing. So I've already done the lesson on Passaggio a livello. So today we've been doing lesson on uso di corsia. So how to use the lane, carreggiata, and how to use the carriageway. Strada a doppio senso di circolazione con 4 corsie. So how to use the lane and how to use the carreggiata of road of two-way circulation with 4 lanes. So see what it is. Look at what they are trying to say. So this one strada of doppio senso di circolazione. So with 4 lanes, So if you see the double line for the middle of the carreggiata, just know that this very road is a two-way circulation, doppio senso di circolazione. So, and it has 4 lanes, which is 4 corsie. So one of the two lanes is heading to one direction, while the other 2 lanes is heading to the opposite direction. That is just the significance of this very road. This is how it's functions. So let's go to the question and answer. In una carreggiata extraurbana di tipo representato, si può sempre marciare per file parallele. So this question 1 is saying, in this very carriageway, this type of carriageway that we are seeing here, we can always, si può sempre, we can always marciare per file parallele, we can always drive side by side. No, not always. You know the idea why they said si può sempre marciare per file parallele. The idea is this. You know, this very carreggiata now is two-way circulation. These 2 lanes is heading to one direction, while the other 2 lanes is heading to the opposite direction. So the only reason the cars on the both lanes, this first lane, these 2 lanes here and the other 2 lanes, the only reason why they can move side by side is because of when there is an intense traffic. Not always. It's only when there is an intense traffic. So when there is an intense traffic, the word they always use in this very patente is ingombro stradale, which is there is hindrance to the circulation, to the traffic, hindrance to the circulation. So that is, there is traffic intense. So that is the only reason why the cars will circulate side by side, just because of traffic, intense traffic. So just because of the sempre marciare, make it force, not sempre, not always. Number 2, la carreggiata di tipo representato è a doppio senso di circolazione. Yes. So this very carriageway that we are seeing here is doppio senso di circolazione, which is two-way circulation, and it's true. So how you will know that this very carreggiata is two-way circulation is the double lines in the middle. That double lines only means this very carreggiata is two-way circulation. So it's true. Number 3, in una carreggiata extraurbana di tipo representato, le corsie interne sono di norma riservato ai sorpasso. Yes, it's very, very true. So in this very carriageway, if you look this very carriageway way, the right lane by law normally is reserved for the normal travel lane, the right lane, while the interne, which is the second lane, the inner lane, it is for only overtaking, sorpasso. The internal lane, what they mean by internal, the inner one, which is the sinistra, the left one, is reserved for overtaking, and it's true. So when they said, in una carreggiata extraurbana di tipo representato, le corsie interne sono di norma riservato ai sorpasso, and it's true. Very, very true. So the internal lane, which is the left lane, they are reserved for only overtaking. Yeah, it's true. Number 4. In una carreggiata di tipo representato, si può sorpassare anche in curva. Yes, very, very true. So the idea is this. This very carreggiata that you are seeing here is two-way circulation. One of the 2 lanes is heading to one direction, while the other 2 lanes is heading to the opposite direction. So the cars, they cannot meet each other. There's no way you will see any car coming from the opposite direction of any of these 2 lanes. So these first 2 lanes, they are heading to one direction, while the other 2 lanes heading to the opposite direction. So these two double lines in the middle of the carreggiata, no vehicle can cross them. No vehicle. So if there is a curve, it is possible for you one of the two lanes to do overtaking in curve. Yes, very, very possible, because there's no car coming from the opposite direction. So let me just show you an example of what they are trying to say. Yes, an example. I have an example, please. Let me just show you example. Let me just show example. Let me just show example. Okay. Okay, as you can see, this is 653. This is 53. This carreggiata or 653. If this very carreggiata is one-way circulation, which is sensu unico, the cars are heading to only one direction. Yes, on this very curve, yes, overtaking can be done. But here now, this very road here, this carreggiata, overtaking cannot be done because the middle line is continuous. So overtaking cannot be done here. So let me use another picture. Let me see if I can find another picture of a curve. So I don't think I have it here. Let me use this other one. Let me. No, this one is not there. So let me try to find. Okay, for example, now this one is curve as well. This one is curve as well. So, like for example, now this very carreggiata is a one-way circulation, which is sensu unico. The cars are heading to only one direction. So, for that very reason, this very carreggiata overtaking can be done just because the cars are heading to one direction. No car is coming from the opposite direction. So, if the carreggiata is one-way circulation, overtaking can be done. But if it is double sensu, that means another car is coming from the opposite direction. You cannot do overtaking because the visibility is scarce. So overtaking cannot be done on this very way. Then when they talk about file parallele, look at the file parallele. Because of the traffic intense, there can be the traffic, they can be driving side by side. So when there is an intense traffic. So let me go back to the question. So the question 5 said, in una carreggiata extraband tipo representato, si può sorpassare. Number 4. Okay, number 4, sorry. In una carreggiata de tipo representato, si può sorpassare anche in curva. Yes, you can do overtaking even in curve because one of the two lanes is heading to one direction while the other two lanes heading to the opposite direction. So if there is a curve, overtaking can be done. Yes, it's true. Number 5. In una carreggiata extraurbana di tipo representato si può sorpassare indifferentemente sia da destra che da sinistra. No, it is false. So in this very carreggiata now, we know one of the two lanes is heading to one direction while the other two lanes is heading to the opposite direction. So this very question now said in una carreggiata di tipo representato, this very casual we have seen here, si può sorpassare indifferentemente, so we can do overtaking indifferently. Sia da destra che da sinistra, we can do overtaking indifferently, either from the right or from the left. No, it is false. You can only do the overtaking from the left, with the left lane, not with the right lane. No. So number 6, in una carreggiata di tipo representato possiamo iniziare un sorpasso anche se il conducente che stai dietro hai già iniziato la stessa manovra. No, it's false. So what this question is saying, just for example, we are at the front of a vehicle. A vehicle is behind us. So the vehicle that is behind us is about to do overtaking on us. So we can still do that same overtaking. Why that driver that is at our back is about to still do the same overtaking? No, we cannot do that because you can't do that because that is an accident. So when the question said, in una carreggiata, just like this very casual way, possiamo iniziare un sorpasso, we can do overtaking anche se il conducente, even though the driver che sta dietro, even though the driver is at our back, hai già iniziato la stessa manovra, even though the driver at our back have already started the same overtaking, we can still do that overtaking. No. When they say che sta dietro, già iniziato la stessa manovra, so the driver that is at our back have already started the same overtaking, the same action of overtaking. So this question is saying we can still do the same overtaking. No, that is an accident. You can't do that. It's false. Number 7. In una carreggiata del tipo representato non si può effettuare l'inversione di marcia. Yes, you can't do that. So in this very carriageway that we are seeing here, this very question say non si può effettuare inversione di marcia. So you can't do U-turn. Inversion the marshal mean U-turn. So in this very carreggiata, one of these two lanes is heading to one direction, while the other two lanes heading to the opposite direction. So none of these two lanes can be used for inversion the marshal, which is U-turn. No, you can't do that because the cars are heading to only one direction. So non si può effettuare l'inversione di marcia. Yes, it's true, you can't do that. So let's correct it. So everything is green here. Everything is green. So guys, please try to take the video slow and steady. Try to understand before you continue. So let's go to the next lesson as well. So we will be taking this very one. All these things now, we do general quiz on them yesterday. We have done general quiz on them yesterday, but we still find them in our next class. So it is important for us to still learn as well, to know more better. So uso de così a carreggiata. So how to use the lanes and the carriageway. Strada a doppio senso di circolazione of a road of two-way circulation, così with 6 lanes. So how to use this very carreggiata, a road that has one carreggiata and it has 6 lanes, and the carreggiata is doppio senso. So how can we know that this carreggiata is doppio senso? It's the 2 double lines in the middle. The 2 double lines in the middle. So that only makes one thing, that this very road is doppio senso di circolazione. This very carreggiata is doppio senso di circolazione. And it has 6 lanes. So one of the 3 lanes is heading to one direction, while the other 3 lanes at the top is heading to the opposite direction. So let's take the question now. Nelle strade rappresentato per ogni senso di marcia, le corsie di centro ID sono dedicate di norma ai sorpasso. So this very road that we are seeing here, per every directional travel, le corsie di centro, the center lanes, di sinistra, the center lane and the left lanes, they are dedicated, they are dedicated normally for overtaking, for sorpasso. Yes, it's true. The center lane and the left lane, yes, it's true. Nelle strade rappresentato per ogni senso di marcia, le corsie di destra. So for this road that we are seeing here, for every directional travel, le corsie di destra, the right lane, è di normally dedicated alla marcia ordinario. So the right lane, they are dedicated normally for the normal travel movement, and it's true. The normal travel movement, and it's true. The right lane is dedicated for the normal travel lane. Yes. La strada rappresentato. So this road that we are seeing here, è composta da 2 carreggiata. So this road that we are seeing here, the question said it is composed of 2 carriageway. No, it's false. It's one. So there is no green thing in the middle that shows partitraffico. Partitraffico, when you see that these very middle lines that is being drawn here, the double lines, they are white. So that means this very road is 1 carreggiata. So the only thing that will make this very carreggiata become 2 is when there is a partitraffico, which is the green thing. So this one is white. It's false. Number 4. Nella strada rappresentato per ogni senso di marcia. So on this very road that we are seeing here, per ogni senso di marcia, for every directional travel, la corsia di destra, the right lane, è dedicata di norma ai sorpasso. So the right lane is dedicated normally for overtaking, for sorpasso. No, it's false. The right lane is dedicated for the corsia marcia ordinaria, not for sorpasso. No. So number 6. Nelle strade rappresentato per ogni senso di marcia. So on this very road that we're seeing here, for every directional travel, la corsia di centro, the center lane, is dedicated normally alla marcia ordinario. So this question is saying the center lane is dedicated normally for the normal travel lane. No, it's false. The center lane is dedicated for overtaking. So number 6 question. Nella strada rappresentato per ogni senso di marcia. So on this very road, for every travel lane, la corsia di sinistra, the left lane, is dedicated normally alla marcia ordinario, for the normal travel lane. The left lane, no, is false. The left lane is dedicated for overtaking, sorpasso, not the normal travel lane. So number 7, la strada rappresentato. So this very road è composta da 3 corsie. It's composed of 3 lanes per ogni senso di marcia. So it's very, very true. So la strada rappresentato è composta da 3 corsie per ogni senso di marcia. Yes. So what they are trying to say is this very road now is composed of 3 lanes for every directional travel. Yes. So the first directional travel has 3 lanes, while the other directional travel has 3 lanes. So what they are trying to say, one of the 3 lanes is heading to one direction, while the other lane is heading to the opposite direction. So it's true. It's a composta da 3 così per ogni senso di marcia. For every directional travel, the 3 lanes is heading to one direction. Yes, it's true. Number 8, la strada representato è composta da una carreggiata. Yes, very, very true. So this very road is composed of one carriageway. Yes, it's true. Very, very true. So let's correct it. So everything is green here. Everything is green. So guys, try to take the video slow and steady. Understand before you continue. You can always rewind and understand before you continue. So let's move to the next one. Then this one. Uso di così è carreggiata. Strada a 3 carreggiata è 8 così. So how to use the carriageway of 3, the carriageway, 3 carriageway. We have 3 carriageway here because there is a green thing which is part of the traffico, and we have 8 lanes in this very road, 8 lanes. So how can we know that this very road now has 3 carreggiata? So how we can know from this white line at the bottom here to this very first green is 1 carreggiata. So from this first green to the second green is 1 carreggiata as well. So from the second green to the next, to the white line at the top is the 3rd carreggiata. So this is how we count it. Then let's count the lanes. So the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 lanes. So let's take the questions. La strada representato è composta da 8 carreggiata. No, it's false. So this very question is saying this very road is composed of 8 carriageway. No, it's false because it's 3 carriageway. Number 2. Nella strada representato la carreggiata centrale è di norma a doppio senso di circolazione. Yes, it's very, very true. So the middle on this very road, the middle carreggiata is by norma is 2-way circulation, which is double senso, and it's true. I don't want to make it too long. So la strada representato è composta da 3 così. So this question is saying this very road is composed of 3 lanes. No, it's false because it's composed of 8 lanes. Number 4. Nella carreggiata laterale della strada representato è consentita di norma l'invenzione di marcia. So this very question, number 4, is saying the carriageway by the side laterale of the road. Nella carreggiata laterale della strada, so the carriageway by the side of the road represented a consistita. It is allowed normally l'invenzione di marcia. It is allowed normally U-turn. So the side carreggiata, the side one. No, it's false because the cars are heading to only one direction. Number 5. La strada representata di norma ha 2 carreggiata a doppio senso di circolazione. No, it's false. So he said this very road that is represented here, it has 2 carriageway of 2-way circulation. No, it's only 1, the center one. Number 6. Nella strada representata la carreggiata laterale sono di norma a senso unico. Yes, it's very, very true. So the side carreggiata, the side one, the down one and the up one, they are senso unico. They are one-way circulation, and it's true, senso unico. Yes, it's true. Number 7. La strada representata è composta da 3 carreggiate. Yes, it's very, very true. So this very road is composed of 3 carriageway. 3. Yes, it's true. 3 carriageway. Yes, it's true. So la strada representata è composta da 8 così. Yes, it's very, very true. So this very road is composed of 8 lanes. 8 così. Yes, it's very, very true. Number 9. La strada representata è composta da 4 carreggiate tutti a senso unico. You know, it's false. So this very question is saying this very road is composed of 4 carriageways. All of them, tutti a senso unico, all of them are one-way circulation. No, it's false. So number 10. La strada representata consente di norma il sorpasso anche in curva. Yes, it's very, very true. So this very road that represented it allows normally overtaking even also in curve. Yes, because the whole lanes, they are heading to only one direction. There's no car that is coming from the opposite. The whole lanes, which is issue of the carreggiata. So you can do overtaking even though in curve because there's no car coming from the opposite direction. So number 11. Nella strada representata la corsia centrale è a doppio senso di circolazione. No, it's false. So look at the question. Nella strada representata on this very road, la corsia centrale, say the middle lane, instead of la carreggiata centrale. La carreggiata is supposed to be la carreggiata centrale, not la corsia centrale. È a doppio senso. The circulation is false because of la corsia. So he said la corsia centrale instead of la carreggiata centrale, a doppio senso. No. So the question said this very middle carreggiata, it's calling this very middle carreggiata corsia. No, it's supposed to be la carreggiata. So it's false because of the word corsia. So let's correct it and see. So everything is green. Everything is green. So try and take the video slow and steady. Understand before you continue. Thank you. So when next we meet again, we'll be taking classification de veicoli. So the classification of the vehicles, how to know how the vehicles, each of the vehicles, to know about the Okada, the auto vehicles, the cars we drive. So it's our next lesson. So when we meet again, we'll be doing that lesson. So thank you very much. Please share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and like my videos as well. Thank you very much. So we'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.